All right, welcome. Hopefully you found the warm-up. You can go ahead and grab the warm-up and you can start working on it here. The calendar you can see, and this is, again, just a reminder here of what's coming up. Basically this week we're going to be working on the Trig project, collecting some steps, counting some steps, and we'll be doing that today and Friday. And then next week we'll be working on chi-squared. All right, so warm-up, pause the video, try them out, unpause the video, check your work, or if you get stuck. All right, so finding the area of a triangle. Notice this is not a right triangle. So if we know two sides and the included angle, right? So that's the pattern, right? Two sides and the included angle. This formula is from your formula sheet, but it doesn't have to be labeled side A, side B, and angle C. All you need is an angle and the two sides that create the angle, or again, the sides and the included angle to plug into this formula, right? So let's check it out here. You take the values we are given. We're given the two sides and the included angle of 123. Make sure your calculator is in degree mode. If you got an answer different than what you see on the screen right here, then you need to double check, make sure your calculator is in degree mode. Right? Or a quick way to check is if you type in sine of 123, and if you don't get this decimal, then your calculator is likely not in degree mode. So there it is, answer in meters squared. Okay, the next one here, if you haven't yet, try it out. And this is a good idea of what we're going to be doing here for the part 4 of your project, or question 4. We did a little bit of this in the warm-up the other day. You have the shape, and again, we want to calculate the area, and we're going to do that in square feet. So my recommendation would be to convert right away, convert your steps to feet. Okay, so the conversion little formula is number of steps times 30. We're using 30 as the average number of inches in a step, and then multiply or divide by 12, and it gets you your number of feet. Okay. So there you go. If you didn't convert them all, that's fine. As you go through the answers here, you'll see the conversions throughout. So this first one, area of the rectangle, remember just length times width, which would be 1,200 inches times 1,320 inches, gets you 100 by 110 feet, right? So that's really the conversion we're looking for. And then that gives you 11,000 feet squared for the area of the rectangle. But we don't want to include the circle. So area of the circle, again, you can use this formula in multiple ways, but it's the feet, right? So if you converted 20 steps to feet, right? So 20 steps is the diameter. Notice we're using the radius. Okay, so 20 steps in feet would be 50 feet. That's the diameter though, so the radius of that is 25, which is why you see the 25 used here. So pi times 25 feet squared is 1,649.336. And then the area of the triangle, we just worked on that, right? So from part 1 in the warm-up, you have two sides and the included angle. So you can use the formula we just used. Again, you could do that in various ways, whether you use it in the steps, the inches, or feet. I would suggest going straight to feet, plug them in, and then your answer is then in feet squared already. All right. So we need to add up those areas, but we also need to take off that area of the circle, right? So my calculations on the screen here, I went ahead and just subtracted the area of the circle from the rectangle right away, and then added in the area of the triangle. And there's your answer. Again, to a whole number, right, in terms of feet, you just go 15,103. Having that decimal written down on your paper is fine too. Okay. All right, at this point, hopefully I will be stopping by today. If I'm not there already, then keep working, and I will come and help get us outside and collecting some steps for our project here.